What's good, y'all? I was just sitting here thinking, and as I was thinking, I was just messing with my hair. And what I've noticed I find myself doing is like I talk to my hair like a friend. I'm like, hey, bud, how you doing? It's like now because I can see it. It's always in here. It's always getting in my glasses now. It's like it's literally growing with me. It's kind of like seeing a pet. And it does some dopey stuff. It does some annoying stuff, but it's just adorable seeing it. It's kind of like this. Like, sir, sometimes like I'll find one of my locks is like poking me in my eye. And I'm like, God, get out of my... I'm like, oh, that was you getting in my face? Okay, whatever. That's kind of like what it's like to me. It's like literally having a friend that's born on your head. If that makes any sense, right? But there was a specific video that made me grow my hair out, and I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. But it came from Master of Earth. I recommend y'all just sit down and you watch all of those videos. Whatever resonates with you is what you need right now, because that's another treasure trove. In all honesty, that's the reason. That's like another inspiration for why I made my channel the way I do it. I don't advertise. I don't do none of this. I want it to be a stockpile of information for somebody, or like or just like a documentation of my journey, a mixture of both. That's kind of what his is like, but his is just a pure stockpile of pure information. Like, if you just sit down and give that thing a few hours, get off of Instagram and watch that for a few hours, you're going to leave and you're going to look at the world differently. Like, wow, there's so many things I can do, or there's so many new ideas that I have, or things I want to experiment with, and you should. But anyway, I'll leave a link to that in the description. But my relationship with my hair. As a kid, I hated cutting my hair. My parents can attest to this. Like I'd always stall. I'd always push it out as long as I could. They'd be like, when you gonna go get your hair cut? Damn, you looking kind of nappy, boy. You looking kind of nappy. And here's the thing. Ever since having these locks, it's like I kind of look back at things. Now, this is, once again, I'm not here for division and all this type of stuff, but this is something that we were taught. We were taught to cut our hair. And of course, being black people, we made it stylish, but we're taught to cut our hair so we can get a job. But what is a job? What is society? That was made by people that don't look like us in the first place. So I'm trying to be nicer with my wording with that one, because it's not one of these divisive types of videos. But what I'm saying is, why are we cutting our hair if they're like for example, if you're still in that mindset, I don't want to grow out my hair, I don't want to do that, I need to look professional. What does professional mean? Because you can tie this up in a bun. You can do like the man bun, or you can be authentic to your true self. Why are you changing yourself for a job, for a position, for a role? If they don't accept you for who you are and they want you to change to get into their mold, why would you do that? This is something, I had a conversation with my brother Ness. Shout out to Curtis. It's like he told me something I never forgot. This is my sign of expression. This is why I love my hair. And I was like, okay. I love my hair too. I don't want to cut it. I listened to Dick Gregory, and this is something this is actually one of my gripes towards the black woman. This ain't one of those videos, but I will throw that in there real quick. Dick Gregory, he said, why is it that you cutting off something that God gave you? You telling the way that God put it on your body wasn't perfect? So what you doing messing with it? And I was like, And what he meant was, why are you shaving it off? Because of the power that this have. If you understood the power that these coils have, you wouldn't cut it off. Why do you think these transformers, if you see like on top of like the electric poles and whatever, they got these coils on them? Where do you think they got the idea from? Why do you think solar panels are black? Because they absorb the sun. Who else absorbs the sun? What else absorbs the sun? You see what I'm saying? Everything is designed after the body, after our bodies. So when you start to understand what you are walking around with, you're like, wait a minute, that's what it does, all of that? Yes, your hair is very powerful. And what I've learned, especially the black people's hair, our hair is different than every other race's. If we all shaved our hair right now, and then start to grow in, right now, if we didn't style it into these locks, what would they look like? Our hair grows towards the sun. We are the only people on this planet whose hair grows towards the sun. Everybody else's goes up for a little bit and then it starts to go down. I'm not pointing anything out. I'm just giving an observation. This is what's going on. So that shows us there's something different about these coils. The same things that we were taught is nappy, is bad hair, is actually the best hair that you can have. It's the best hair that you can have. And the thing is, and this was my gripe against black women. I gotta throw those out there. I got the black palette section of my channel, but it's like this is something that I had. If I can grow my hair out and I can take care of my hair and I can grow my hair as a man that works on construction sites, that's climbing in and other crawl spaces for asbestos sampling, I can keep my hair clean. I can keep my hair growing. Sure, sometimes it gets dry from time to time, but hey, I'm still learning. But you as a woman, the epitome of health, got your hairline falling back, your hair mad, dry, flaky, triple ends and all this type of stuff. But don't worry, you can put some weave on your head to cover up your natural beauty. Why are you covering up what God gave you? The divine feminine that I believe in gave you. The divine mother up there gave you all that beautiful hair, and you chose to straighten it to beyond belief to fit in with society when you were given the tools already. We should be rocking afros. We should be rocking locks. These are not dreads. These are locks. Dreadlocks, dreads, they come from some history. Pretty much some European conquerors. Was it Haiti or where was it? Anyway, Rashad Jamal was talking about, and there were warriors that had this style of hair. They use this hair for like weapons. They hang people with their hair. They strangle people with their hair. So that's why they're called dreadlocks. Like these people that wrote the history call these things dreadlocks because when they saw them, they dreaded seeing them. And they're just called locks because they lock up energy in our vessel. They take in that energy and they can store it, or you can use it in different ways. Once again, go find the information on your own. I'm a little rusty with this type of stuff. I'm just telling you my journey with it, And weirdly enough, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not one that walks around seeking validation. But ever since I hit this certain point, I've been getting some support as my hair has been growing out. But one of the things that people say is like, yo, I really like your hair. I really like your hair. And with me living in this abundant, in this positive mindset, my life reflects what I'm thinking in my mind. They're complimenting my hair. Where some people walk around, they get cussed out. They get weird stares. I get compliments and love from people because that's what I give out. You feel me? So this is just another way for me to bring in more energy, more of that positive energy that I'm sending out. These are antenna. These are antenna. And when you cut it off, some people find their truth by shaving their heads off. I do see that. But for me, I found all of my truth and my answers when I started to grow my hair out. We were taught that we need to get our hairs cut for professionalism. I don't care. I'm telling you, you need to grow your hair out for your spiritual identity. You can keep on, changing your image for these jobs if you want to, but we've all seen how easily dispendable we are, how replaceable we are. So why are we trying to get in there? We don't fit in. Get in where you fit in, right? We don't fit in there. We don't. If us being in our natural state makes people look at you weird, you don't fit in there. And they won't accept you or say, oh, I didn't get the job because I'm black, because my hair is different, because of blah, blah, blah. Why do you want to work there in the first place? You feel me? Another thing that people need to learn about, especially when it comes to locks, is this is what's called ether. This is literally like a physical ether. And the more that more ether that you have on your body, more ether that you have on your head, the more that you are connected to the higher realms. It's like, so of course you can have locks and be low vibrational. Yes, you can. And one of the things I learned about those is like, that could actually drive you crazy. It's like if you're low vibrational with locks, you can have all these different thoughts and different energies coming in that you don't know what to do with. And that's why a lot of people that said, what was that song? I'm gonna have some dreadhead niggas in the lobby. Who was that? Chance the Rapper. That Chance the Rapper Lil Wayne song. It's like, I'm gonna have some dreads. That's almost like the image. It's like you're gonna have some dreadheads dudes in the lobby that are here to inflict harm upon you. That's like the stereotype with it. And there's a reason behind that, because they have so much energy that they don't know how to deal with, and it makes them angry. So how do you express your anger? You go harm someone. But on the other end of the spectrum, when you have these locks and you become spiritual, you become more in tune with what these antenna, what these ether are bringing in, and you learn more and more how to decode that raw data that you are getting in and being absorbed through your hair, your ether, through your skin, through your eyes, through your pores. Then you become a whole new animal. You become a whole new beast. Like, you're just like, yo, like, I feel smarter. I feel connected. Things just make more sense to me now. And of course, I've been going through a lot of other spiritual awakenings, ego deaths, and all that type of stuff in the meantime. But this was concurrent through all of those. This is something that has been going on through all of those journeys. I remember I used to sit back sometimes and when I first started to notice it, I could say, oh, I see you. I see you. Like, I would talk to it because it's growing. I've been cutting it and cutting down my trees on my head year after year. Like, think about this, right? Be a baby with a nappy little fro. Don't their hair be looking something like that? We are nature babies. We're not supposed to be cutting down the trees, just like we're not supposed to be cutting our hair. We call these naps. We call this bad hair if your hair looks like this. Of course, you can moisturize and condition. Don't get me wrong, grease your scalp. But nevertheless, it's like that's what our hair looks like by default. That's what the Yahwehs, that's what the gods, the Jesuses, whoever you believe gave you life. Me, the divine feminine. They designed us this way. So why are we tweaking it? Why are we cutting it off for no reason when that's what they gave us? Because we getting too wrapped up into society, into who we are as individuals. This is my means of expression. I love my hair like this. I love this, and I will never change it for anybody. If my job said to me, oh, you can't have your hair like that, then say less. I'm not cutting my hair for you. This is what happens when you learn so much about yourself. Learn yourself. Learn your history. I don't care if you black, white, whatever. Learn your history and learn your full history. Black, white, Asian, whatever. Once you start to learn about yourself, you understand how you need to operate. When you see the power that we had back in the day when we weren't cutting our hair and we had the fros. What happened? What was going on when we all had the fros? We had amazing music, the Black Panthers. We had all this unity because we can identify each other. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a fro. And not only was it that fro literally emits a power. Go find you a black woman with a fro. Go on Instagram, Google it, and imagine being in that woman's presence. You can't tell her nothing because hair is our power. But we've been taught for so long that we have bad hair when we actually have the best. It is what it is. I love my locks. When I love my locks, I'm showing more love to myself. When I'm showing more love to myself, I have more love to show to the world. That's been my journey with my hair. I hope you enjoyed. To the next one.